downtown Los Angeles, southbound, northbound on the 110 freeway. Whoa! How did he pull that off? No, he went all the way from the left lane to the right lane. He's in the emergency lane, high speeds, northbound. Michaela, stolen vehicle pursuit, extremely high speeds. He's on the freeway right there. This guy really, we've just in the few moments that we've been over it, he's made contact with at least 2 other vehicles out here. High speeds, back on the side streets right there. I believe that's going to be Flower because he's paralleling the 110 freeway northbound. LAPD chasing this vehicle on the ground. The helicopter, not us clearly, but the LAPD helicopter still making its way over to here. Whoa! That's what we always worry about when we see these chases out here. Now that civilian rear-ended pretty hard out here. That SUV now damaged, but this driver's still continuing to try to get away from LAPD. They're going to be chasing him. I'm sure one of the other LAPD vehicles is going to stop to see if that person is okay. Parts of that front end just coming off right there, but the driver of this stolen vehicle continuing to drive very recklessly. This is one of the reasons why we're always so concerned about these chases, as is civilians and everybody that's down there on the ground, in that traffic when these cars are driving so recklessly. LAPD vehicles is still behind them, so there are some lights and sirens giving some people some heads up on the ground. Right now, though, making a turn into a residential neighborhood. It's going to be a little difficult to get the exact streets out here, but you can see that car, whoa, running through another area where there were stop signs, still moving very, very quickly. And again, you can see this car damaged now. It's going to be even more harder for that driver to keep control over it. Higher speeds, smaller streets, very, very dangerous. Michaela? Whoa. Busy street, busy street, busy street, busy street. Oh! Another accident right there. Michaela, we never think there's anything funny about any of these pursuits. They are very, very dangerous, and this is one of those things where we always are worried about anybody involved, even that civilian or that suspect down there. That vehicle still, that guy out running right now. I'm working with Angie, our pilot, this morning, trying to keep an eye on where that suspect is, running through an alleyway, still trying to avoid law enforcement. And this is one of those things, law enforcement, they have to keep these people safe. And then you can see it right there, the suspect trying to get into somebody's property or still trying to hide, but doing a very, very poor job of it right there. LAPD coming to a stop. Oh, come on, guys, he's right there. The officer's running right by him. They're going right by him. Angie, our pilot today, talking on O2, trying to tell the officers that this suspect is right there. And again, you just saw that. Oh my goodness, I just feel so bad for those officers making their way back now. It's the blue car. There we go. Somebody's getting the information. Somebody's got to be getting the information. Keep coming around, Ange. Keep coming around. Keep coming around. That suspect, unbelievable. We're watching this live, and you have to understand that these officers, they don't know what the information that we know. But again, that LAPD helicopter just arriving. There you go. Some of those officers must be getting that information. There you go. There you go. And now that suspect going into custody. Wow. And they haven't seen him yet. This is unbelievable. There we go. Oh, my gosh. Sorry about that. It got a little tense there at the end. Clearly.
In here yelling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, keep coming. It's right under me.
Yeah, you know what? We counted 2 minor crashes, and then we saw that one really hard hit there on Flower. Hopefully all those civilians are going to be okay. You know, modern vehicles and nobody rolled over. So, but I'm sure there might have been some airbag deployment. Those were really hard hits there. That suspect clearly not having any concern for others on the roadway or himself, it seems, as he was trying to avoid officers. You know, in the end, at the end, you always have to think, was it worth it? But that hiding technique, you know, sometimes just the most obvious things are the things that all the officers overlook, you know, or anybody overlooks, not just law enforcement. You know, today we had that nickname Sky Snitch for some time. Today Sky Fox really pulled it off, trying to get the officers to that location. Our pilot Angie making those calls to law enforcement, giving out that information. Michaela?
Trying to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, crazy. Wow.
Hit it about 3 or 4 cars along the way.
They didn't till the very, very end. To the very, very end. They launch around 8 o'clock, and you have to figure they have to do all their pre-flight and all that other stuff. So it takes them more than a few minutes to get here. But yeah, the helicopter showed up at the very, very end. Angie was relaying information to that officer in that helicopter, the pilot, basically where this guy was hiding. But wow, that was crazy. That was crazy. I wish we had a scanner up here today.